Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is 13:04 on Wednesday, October the 26th, and that can mean only one thing and one thing only, that it is time for today's Journey Home and Biscuit Review. With me, it is your host, it's Edward C. Lewis. Hello there, guys. How are you all doing? Good to see everybody. What is everyone doing? How's life? How is the universe and everything in it? I'm me, and I'm just on my own. Today, of course, it is a very, 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 very special day. We are about to hit Biscuit Review 100. Today, we will review 100 biscuits. And of course, I have a very, very special guest joining me right here. He's going to be sitting right here with me, reviewing today's biscuit. Now, you might all know him as the co-creator of the original Elite from 1984, but I know him as DBOBE. It's David Braben. He'll be joining us at quarter to two, so that's in roughly 40 minutes time. Hopefully somebody's in the chat doing the official count of down today. Of course, if you are just joining me for the very first time, this live stream is a very stupid live stream that I do every single day on my lunch break or whenever possible. And I come on and I play Elite Dangerous for the first 45 minutes, and then we review a biscuit together, and everybody in the chat has a nice time, and we're all very silly. On Wednesdays, I have Guest Wednesdays, where I bring in a guest from Frontier Developments, and luckily today falls on the 100th biscuit, so we've got someone very special coming in. It's David Braben. Yay! Very excited for that. We've got a very special biscuit in store as well, so hopefully it'll do well, and hopefully he'll like my spreadsheet. I'm a bit nervous that he's going to hate my spreadsheet, actually. I'm actually quite nervous about that. Very close to 1,000 followers as well here on Twitch, which is fantastic. So if you haven't already, please press the follow button, because this stream, basically what I've basically told everybody, which I never thought would happen, is that if I reach 1,000 followers, I'll buy all 1,000 of those original followers an ice cream when I meet them in person, when I meet them in person, which, because of all the elite meets that we do, it means that there's actually quite a good chance that I'll meet these people, which is it's certainly interesting, but I've dedicated myself to do that now, so if you do press the follow button, that'd be great. Also on Fridays we have the Bisquiz as well with my dad, Walter Neil Lewis. He comes on and we do a quiz where it's me versus you guys in the chat. He calls you the chatters because he's American. He says you're chatters. So yeah, do stick around. 1:45 is when the David Braven biscuit review starts. I hope somebody's told him and he's not forgotten. Has he tweeted about it or anything? I'll ask him to tweet about it when he comes on, if he hasn't forgotten. He's probably just having his lunch now, isn't he? No, if he disappears, he disappears. Such is life. I think he was quite excited about it, to be honest, because on the stream yesterday, in the official stream, he had a biscuit with him, and he even made reference to it. Oh, I'm warming up for tomorrow, and I was like, oh, David, yay, that's amazing. So I'm really quite excited. On the Almost Smooth 2.2 launch, thank you, Peter. Yeah, hopefully everyone's really excited about that as well. The launch of 2.2 yesterday was really, really awesome, and like a really big deal. And now I'm in the game in 2.2, which is incredible because, hey, stuff has changed, even all the way out here. One thing I can do is go on the galaxy map and do some, well, first of all, let's see how far away we are from Sol. Because, of course, the main reason for this stream is that I have jumped all the way back from Beagle Point all the way to Sol, and I've streamed absolutely every single jump. I've only streamed on my lunch break, every hour on my lunch break, and so I do run about 800, 900 light years every hour. And then, so it's taken me a long time to do 55,000 light years, and so we're approaching the last 10,000. In fact, we're just only 9,529 light years away, so we're going to do a victory lap as well when we get back. But I can now do things like apply filter to the route, so I can be like, I can go in here and I can go star class, and I can be oh be a fine girl, kiss me, and then I can get rid of the rest. I don't know if it's going to work all this way out here, because, well, it'll do the best route possible anyway, won't it? And I can now actually plot a route whereby I'll only go, or as close as possible, I'll go via lovely scoopable stars. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice, ladies and gentlemen? Much less stopping and planning. Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll probably not make that far anyway today, but it's always good to have see how the route plot is doing as well. All right. I mean, hello. Is that the route filter applied? Nope. Now it is. Yes, and it just did it. Snapped to it. Oh, you champion. Oh, I love you, developers of Elite Dangerous. You just made my life so much easier. Amazing. Right, let's do this. Let's get jumping for today. And of course we can see that everywhere's low security. We can also see the name of the system that we're jumping to as well, so I can be worried if anything goes wrong. One thing I'm quite nervous about, though, is being out this far on my own in open deep space. Because, well, stuff. All right, so, yes, awesome. Great, so how's everyone doing? Draco, 25,240, Magel, Jester D Insatiable, Gaming with Ian, Aladdin Insane, Millstone Barn, Gregor Burns, Paul Archer, Beaumont, Commander Kelda, Indiana Jonesy, all of the regulars here in the chat today for the very special 100th episode, which is super exciting. It's very silly, and this silly little show of mine that we do every single day has been a real pleasure to do with everybody. And it's carrying on after this. We're not stopping the Biscuit reviews because I know that would break the hearts of so many people, including my own. So we're going to be carrying on doing these until at least I make it home, obviously, and then after and onwards. Oh look, low security clean, what a surprise. Absolutely fine, let's jump in. But I do like it as well. I can also sort of do it slightly off center like that, and it might, I don't know what the limit is like, but it'll drag me into it. You ready? Yeah, I don't even have to look at stuff these days and it'll pull me in. Great. Also, you can see the star now in the new, look at this. This looks lovely. That's the news that I was making. And Jonesy, I've seen you before. I've seen you at least once. That to you, to me, that makes you a regular in my eyes. Hello, this is Noodles. I didn't say nothing, Big Fun Art. I said nothing. Shanari, 35 minutes of Centennial Biscuit review. Thank you, Shan, for doing the official count of down today. It's very kind of you. Got to make sure I scan them stars and keep scooping that fuel. But now we know that every single jump I do, because of the filter, is automatically going to be a scoopable star. But it also means that I won't stumble across any black holes and things like that. So maybe if I put that filter on and only do routes only via neutron stars, what about that? Would that work? I will worry about that later. I need to get home at this point. I'm just desperate to get home. Hey, JSB3213 is planning a trip to Jax. If I request a ship transfer when I get there, how long will it take to transfer the main bubble to Jax? I don't know the exact answer for that, but if you can ask in the forums, I'm sure somebody's going to have already done it at this point. I bet somebody was already there waiting to find out. Hey, Crash Landing, good to see you. Yes, hyperdicted. I don't know what you... Oh, interdicting is... No, absolutely not. That's never going to happen. Dangerous there. Hello. Good day, chat. Jacked in, keep it simple in it. I don't know what you're talking about, Jacked in. I'm going to keep it very simple. As much as simple as I possibly can. It will work, but don't do it, says Shan. 61 hours about. What have I done for 61 hours? Jumping. I've been jumping for way longer than that. It's hundreds of hours at this point. I think I'm over episode 100 or something silly. I don't know. I can't remember. 65 hours. Oh, okay. Wow. That's long enough, isn't it? Some would argue too long to bother waiting around for it. Unless you knew you weren't going to be playing for the weekend or something, and then you could just send it your way and then come back and you've got the ship. Can anyone, even though I should probably know this answer to this question, how many ships can you do at once in terms of a transfer? I really should know that. I really should know that. In fact, this is me learning from you, the community. We teach each other things. Balls Jack transfer time, yeah, 65 hours, great. You're not playing until you fix the text at the bottom, as in Titus Balls. What's your beef? You don't like having the text at the bottom? Yeah, I think there's something. Well, don't want to confirm anything just yet. As many as your wallet can afford. Okay, 28, right. 28 at once. Okay, educating Ed. I don't know. Hi, the community is listening. Gregor Burns, hello, Gregor Burns. How are you? Gregor Burns, I hope this fills you with confidence, by the way. If you listen to everybody's enthusiasm as well, I'm playing Elite Dangerous 2.2 live right now with all the changes, taking into account all of the changes and doing all the fancy things. So if you have just stumbled across this account, I'm sorry, but it isn't really a focus on the new features because we haven't really, because I can't really do it. But yeah, yeah, the Elite Dangerous 2.2, yeah, I will go and ask about that. Thought we could take those off, but hey. FSD malfunctioned, of course. If you could please pour shot number 1 on this very special centenary day. What are we drinking today? Who's behind the bar? Remember, it is a pretend drink. You should never drink... No way. Face drive malfunction 2 times in a row. A double shot, please, for everybody behind the bar. Draco 25,204, you are on bar duty today because Dante 2050 hasn't been here in a while. Don't know where he's gone. He left forever. Probably got a job or something, which is fine. But also remember, don't actually drink. This is all pretend, and we don't actually serve drinks. And you shouldn't drink if you're at work or, you know, any of that stuff. Just don't drink. Just be careful. Drink anti-naturally, excitedly, but also cautiously. And if you are pregnant, don't touch it at all. That's bad news. Also, if you're operating heavy machinery, that would be bad too. Yes, tea please. It's not pretend, says Orange Spark. He's angry about it. I know you are. Thank you, Draco 2550. It's night here, all good. Yeah, you can go for it, Commander Keldy. You're like, I don't know. Anyway, 36 straight hours before the update. Didn't think I could do that these days. Whoa! 36 straight hours. I was straight before the update. Whoa, Mad Emu. You played 36 hours of the game straight just afterwards or just before it? Amazing, by the way. I'm really glad. Is everybody... Look, everybody, tell me, are you enjoying the changes in 2.2? Oh, they're exciting. Also, Gregor Spark, yes. Gregor Spark, that's 2 people I've accidentally mixed together. Gregor Burns, you come in here regularly as somebody who doesn't really quite follow Elite Dangerous as much as these guys do. But I hope that their enthusiasm, the enthusiasm that you can see from people here in the chat, fills you with confidence about how Frontier Developments work with the community to make sure that the games are everything that they can be and more. Because I think that people here are loving the change in 2.2. So, yeah, Gregor Burns, what do you think? I hope that fills you with confidence in Planet Coaster, even though Planet Coaster obviously is already an amazing looking game. It's just, it will only get better. Gregor Spark. Gregor Spark! Good. It is good. I'm home, so I can't play it until Saturday, sad face. Best update to date, says Indiana Jonesy. That's amazing. 2.2 is amazing. Okay, I should so I can be there when I get back to the bubble. Big fun art. I'll have the champagne. I'm celebrating. Titus Balls, what are you celebrating? You're always celebrating something. Titus Balls is always celebrating these days. Always so much positivity. I remember a different day with Titus Balls. A different time. He remembers it well too, I'm sure. We can laugh now, though, as we're good friends. Oh, yeah, okay. Plus one. Oh, Millstone Barnes here as well. Hey, good to see you. Is he? Where is he? Ah, there you go. Bring us system map planetary body updates without scanning. Look, that's not my decision, but I didn't know that still was under debate, but I know that people are... Forums have been discussing it back and forth. It's an interesting discussion, certainly. You're very confident with PC and all the Frontier. I thought you were all amazing things to be when I visited. You were very lucky Gregor Burns got to come visit, of course. You got a job interview in Amsterdam. You might be moving in the new year. Whoa! Might be. Wait till you get the job before you celebrate, of course. Then you can come and celebrate with us gladly. You found out about an hour ago that you have got it, or you've got the job interview at least. But you're confident. You sound confident. Celebrating the feature that you shouldn't forget to apply. I've already done it. I've already applied it. Amazing. Look in the journal, plenty of fun things you can do with that. Awesome. Shellstrom, I've already applied the filter, don't you worry. 12 new astronomical objects. So it feels smooth as well. There's something about it that feels nice and smooth. There's always improvements obviously going into every single aspect of it. So yeah. Oh, they skipped the second phone interview. Amazing. That's really good. That's celebration. That's you deserve. You deserve celebration. Also, the Netherlands, a lovely place. I am sure. All right, guys. Well, I don't know what time it is. What time? Well, I don't know what. Yeah, I've lost all concept of time because Shan isn't giving me the countdown. That's what I'm waiting for. I need Shan's countdown. But yesterday, finally, if you are just turning up, we have the CEO of Frontier Developments going on. I shouldn't really have confirmed it until I grabbed him from his room, and then I could confirm it on the Twitter, but you never know. He might be suddenly pulled into a very, very important meeting. So if it doesn't happen, which it probably should, because I've booked him in, then, yeah, and it is a lunch hour, so you don't book meetings. You don't tend to book meetings in lunch hour here. Lunch hour is very important. 27 minutes, tongue face. Thank you, Shan, for the 27-minute song face. Until the Biscuit review, Shan there filling in as the official counting down until the Biscuit review. We've got 27 minutes to go. How many jumps can I make in 27 minutes? I wonder. We were quite high up, 29,000 light years away from Sol, so I wonder if we can do... Is the range increased? Have they done anything like that? Have they stuck anything in like that I don't know about, where you can actually now plot over 1,000 light years that everybody thinks isn't a big deal, and then it's suddenly, oh, by the way, you can now plot like 10,000 light years. It's like, what? Amazing. 992 followers, hypes as Planet channel. That's awesome. So good. If you haven't already, press the follow button, please do, because when we reach over 1,000 followers, I vowed to buy everybody in the chat, all 1,000 people, an ice cream when I meet them in person. Now, it has to be under my... basically, it's going to cost me about £3,000, but that's fine, because you guys deserve it, and I dearly love you all. And also, I never thought it was going to happen. I never thought I'd actually get over 1,000 followers. That's cool, in the 4 figures. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Ice cream. All right. Do you know if the Industry 2.2 watermark will be in the bottom left corner? I'm assuming it will be eventually. Yeah, absolutely. Or at least there will be an option to at some point. They've not. I don't know why it's there, to be completely honest with you. Let me just. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask Adam Woods right now via text message. Are you ready? In fact, I think Bo, are you in the chat? If Bo's in the chat, I think she can ask Zach, who's sitting right behind him. Hey, 100 viewers, all here. I know why you're here. You've heard that there's a special guest coming on for the Biscuit review in about 29 minutes, haven't you? I understand. Okay, you're giving me time in 10-minute intervals to reduce the spam, but by writing that alone, you've also added to the spam, so kind of doesn't really work. But yeah, hello everybody. Bo, yeah, Bo should be in the chat. Bo? No, she might not be. She might just be having. Apparently she is, but yeah, I don't know. Braves there. Yes, that is right. At, well, quarter to the hour, not that long away now, we will be joined by David Braben himself for the 100th Biscuit review. We have reviewed we've reviewed 100 biscuits by the end of today, and we have a review score on each one of them. I have a spreadsheet and everything. I'm a bit nervous that he's going to look at my spreadsheet and be like, hold on a minute, this isn't accurate science. This is all just completely subjective. And he'll be annoyed about that and probably try and tweak things on my spreadsheet and stuff, which, to be honest, I'll let him do it. I will let him do it. I've made it, spreadsheet, using things that belong to his company. So kind of in a way, he sort of, he's allowed to do whatever he wants, isn't he, with that spreadsheet? But yeah, I will be probably going to the back soon screen round about quarter to the hour to go and grab a cup of tea, go and grab David, and bring him back for today's very exciting 100th Biscuit review. So yes, I might even put up a... do you stream the stream in the same room as the official live streams? Yes! Yes, I do. I come up here on my lunch break and use the same streaming room as the official one. So usually... I'm usually a lot more... In these things, we have fake beard cutouts, we have Henry Cavill things, we have chaos usually ensues on these streams, but I'm feeling a little more relaxed today and trying to be a bit more formal and prepared, just in case anybody comes along and goes, what the hell, David Braben's and then somebody comes along who's important, and I just kind of feel like I need to be a bit more well behaved. So sorry guys. What tea is David Braben drinking? Well, I don't know. As we all know, it's Yorkshire tea, and Yorkshire tea is the only tea for me. But I think David's more of a coffee man, so I don't know if you can drink coffee. If you can dunk. Can you dunk coffee? Oh no, Henry the Hoover is coming out. Henry the Hoover is on his way. Believe me. Oh, yes, and Mr. Lewis, the Bisquiz. On Fridays, we have the Bisquiz with Walter, Neil Lewis. My dad comes in and he does a quiz where it's me versus you in the chat. And sometimes I've had like 90 people versus me in a quiz. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it's a lot of fun. So do come back on Friday for the next Bisquiz, which is Friday at 1 p.m. I do this stream every day on my lunch breaks. So if you haven't seen this before, please. Well, you're welcome. And also look at the lovely chat. These people are so nice. And they're always so nice to each other and so good to each other. So genuinely, make yourself known and they will all pay you a compliment individually. If you need a compliment today, just in the chat say, I need a compliment. And then lots of people will say nice things about you because they're a lovely bunch. Aren't you? They know to behave. All right, well, yeah. And back on track here. Still scooping, jumping. If you don't know what I'm doing, I've jumped all the way back from Beagle Point to Sol, and I have streamed absolutely every single jump that I've done. I've only been streaming and playing on my lunch breaks in the hour, so it's taken me about 4 months to get this far, but I'm only 9,000 light years away from home. Only 9,000 light years away from home, or ish, and I'm very excited about to get back and see what kind of credits I'm going to get from this. This is from on my account, my personal account that I have been playing, that I have been using before I started at Frontier Developments as well. So finally, I'm actually doing something with this account, which is really cool. Just pressing the refresh button to see what's going on. Apparently I have 997 followers, so if I have 3 more followers, we'll also have a celebration about hitting 1,000 followers on my Twitch account as well today, which is going to make it a really cool double celebration feature. Like, a really cool double celebration. Not only will we reach 100 biscuits, but we'll reach 1,000 followers, which is really cool. And also, if you are in that number, if you're in that 1,000, that means I then have to also officially buy you all an ice cream when I meet you in person, which is really dumb, but I also will sign any sort of contract that means that eventually in life I have to do it. And then I want to do like a video blog where I meet all the people and we all eat ice creams together. It'll be really stupid, but we'll have a nice time doing it anyway. Yeah, has anyone got any compliments? No. Hi chat, are you nice people? Says Dark Avenger 1234. I'm not, says Mechajin. He's not, he's true. To be fair, he's true. Gregor Burns, there's only room for 1 Scottish idiots in the chat. You play an open? No, I'm playing in a private group, sorry, because I'm too nervous about getting destroyed by people, because I'm a big wuss, if I'm honest with you. Science fiction double feature. Jack Dean, that would make Ed the MC. Then we can invite an ice cream van to LaveCon. Please don't do that. That would be a nightmare for me. Do FDevs follow also? Yeah, we have some Frontier developers who follow on here. And it's lovely to have those guys. I want my ice cream, says Dark Avenger 1234. That's 1 biscuit per 100 followers. That's right. 19 minutes into the biscuit review, get the kettle on. The kettle is constantly boiling. We have one of those boilers where it just constantly goes because the amount of tea that gets made. I think it's environmentally friendly. However, I might have just outed Frontier Developments as being the main cause of all of the environmental problems in the world, which isn't true. We're very good with recycling, so it all offsets it. It's about give and take, isn't it? Oh, right, well, where are we up to now? What are we doing? How are you? What are you guys doing? Where are you? Where am I? 117 viewers, that's pretty good. Usually at 117 viewers I do something silly, like to celebrate I'd wear my green screen jumper, so it'd be floating head Ed. But today is a somber day. It's a serious day for reflection and celebration. Let's all reflect. How do you feel? All right, you ready? Let's have a look. Still on 997 followers. My messages of I'm planning to do neutral dump at some point. Feed the 1,000 with 2 biscuits and 5 ice creams. It kind of feels a little bit blasphemous, so I don't really want to go into that. Hello, Gaffer from Gamer UK. Thank you so much for joining us. You are awesome. Unky Steve, good to see you as well. Cocalorix, so many people. XLG47 as well, like awesome. I don't want to play with Harry Potter on my personal account, no. At this point, like I have spent so many hours, like 70 plus, no. 200 plus hours perhaps jumping. No, that's not going to be right. Is that right? About 100, over 100 hours anyway, jumping back and forth and doing these live streams and stuff. So I'm a little bit nervous to go into open play. Does that make me a big wuss? I'm sorry. As your community manager, I hold my hand up and apologise for being. But I will play an open play when I get back. Once I've turned all this data in, I will be playing an open play from then on. 100%. Like, it's just, this is too risky for me. Like, the amount of time that I've put into this, it's too risky. But when I get back, I will be solidly playing an open play, absolutely. I'm wearing I'm about to meet the boss t-shirt. I'm mildly, can I just talk to you guys privately for a second? I'm a little bit nervous. I've done a lot of these biscuit reviews, and we get very silly on them. And we comment about things, and we talk about our personal tastes in biscuits, and it's all a little bit silly, but I've got the CEO of the company just inviting him onto the live stream. It's just to eat a biscuit. In what bonkers world do we live in, where the CEO of Frontier Developments, arguably the godfather of British video games, the creator of the Raspberry Pi, is going to come on and and review biscuits with me? He's going to eat a biscuit in front of a camera, in front of 110 people or more, and then we're going to write a score down on a spreadsheet, and then at the end we're going to listen to some lounge jazz music and say goodbye to everyone. It's... and I get paid, I just roughly get paid to do this. I get a salary to do this. I need to call my mum. Look at me now, Brenda! Look at me now, Brenda! I've done it, I've made it. I've made it in life. Oh, wow. Yeah, very lucky. Anyway, you aren't the worst people killing defense explorers, they're worse. Absolutely. Yeah, they're not going to get anything. Jordan and Richards, what? Hey there. If I have some pies over him, I'm not sure if he'll be interested in your silly biscuits. He'll be very interested in these biscuits. We've got some very, very special biscuits sent in from Shan. Somebody said to me, I think I've had those, and they're really nice. It's because as I was carrying the tube of these biscuits. By the way, there's no points of packaging in this game, as you all know, but just you wait and see. It's a pretty fancy package. Brenda would be super jelly right now. She would be. You know it. You know it. Pay your eyes for Ed. I don't think so. No work for 10 to 15 minutes, you're right. It sounds ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. Hey, Bo Marriott, she's back. All right, hi, Bo. Basically, if Zach's behind you, can you give him a nudge and see if he knows anything about removing the Elite Dangerous 2.2? You can see it here on the screen. The bottom left of the screen there, you can see it says Elite Dangerous 2.2. Basically, I've been asked a few times about it, and it's already known, I'm assuming, and we're already going to remove it. I just wanted to get confirmation of that before I said it live on a live stream in front of all these people. Thank you, Bo. Spice Pintilly. You can watch it back on demand. Please do. But yeah, I really hope this is a 70 out of 70 biscuit. It's quite... Shan's nervous about it because he's... Shan is nervous about it because he bought them, and I think he thinks that there's an expectation now that they're going to be good. But the thing is, what you've got to know as well about David is when I told him, oh, we've got some fancy biscuits as well for the 100th review, he was like, I don't need fancy biscuits, can I not just do a custard cream? And I was like, well, unfortunately, David, we've already reviewed the custard cream, so we cannot do the custard cream again. But I kind of felt funny. It was a weird conversation, I have to say. Again, very strange indeed. All right, it is past, which means that it's 15 minutes or just under 15 minutes to go until today's fantastic biscuit review. So Today's now hosting me. Thank you so much for the host. If you do have a live stream, please do host and be nice to people. Also, we're going to send everybody somewhere at the end of this as well, so do stick around after the biscuit review. I'm going to send you on to, I'm going to find the nearest person, the next person on the list who's playing Elite Dangerous, somebody who's further down the list, maybe somewhere in the middle of the list, maybe not the top person who's streaming already, he's got lots of followers already, and we'll send everybody their way, and you must stick around, you must say hello, and you must follow, not follow them, but you follow them if you like them, but just be nice to them, and yeah, let's celebrate 2.2. What a special day it has been. All right. Zach says no comment because he doesn't know. That's why, because we haven't been made aware of this yet, because I'm sure that there's been lots of reports filed into QA and customer services, but we haven't been told anything yet in the community team. As soon as we know, we will let you know. All right, what am I doing here? So many lovely names as Frontier Dev. I'm just here for the review. I know you are, Frontier Dev. If you haven't pressed the follow button already, Frontier Dev, please do. Because when we hit 1,000 followers, which, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big moment in time for me. It's time to celebrate the good times with Cool and his gang. Cool was bringing his gang, so he's just getting his gang together We can't. I'm trying to get in touch with Cool. Cool, mate. You got your gang ready? Can you just grab your gang for me? We need to do a little bit of a rendition of that song that you do, because it's quite a big moment. It's just happened here on the live stream, and we've got a couple of big moments coming up. So I thought we would just. Oh, you found them. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks. Here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce that I have hit 1,000 followers on Twitch with my silly little project here, and it is time for us all to celebrate. Throw down your little dancing emotes in the chat for me. Amazing. I don't agree with. I always agree with brass instrumentation, so you have to listen to the brass instrumentation. 100,000 followers on the 100th episode. It's as if I planned it. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't. So that means... Celebrate good times. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough celebration. Thank you, Cool and the gang, very much for your celebration. You can go now. Okay, Cool and the gang have left the building, everyone, but yeah, they're busy celebrating. Just to let you know that Cool and the gang, they celebrate... there's a celebration going on right here, and they celebrate all throughout the year. So you don't have to worry about missing them, because they're always doing it. And I often think that it's a little bit excessive, the amount that Cool and his gang celebrate. But others disagree. 70s. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for the follows, everybody, because that does mean that I now have to buy everybody in my original 1,000 followers. Whenever you meet me, from the original 1,000, you have to be honest. If you were in the original 1,000, even the people who are here today who maybe made it into like the top 2, who just missed it, you count as well. But if you ever meet me in person, when you meet me in person, you have to say, I want my ice cream, and I am contractually obliged to now buy you an ice cream. It has to be on my terms, so it might be a mini milk, but I will buy you an ice cream, and then we'll take a photo together of us both eating our ice creams together. So in fact, I'm not just buying one ice cream, I'm buying 2 ice creams per person, which has now doubled the amount of money it's going to cost me. How much are mini milks these days? £14? Especially in these financial times, these dark European times. 14 quid for a mini milk. It's quite frankly, it's disgusting. It's political correctness gone mad. Probably. Alright, so we have 10 minutes to go until the biscuit review-ish, but Shan wants his ice cream to be a Flake 100, as he's really hungry. Thank you, Shan, for counting down in the game and let us know when the biscuit review is coming by. It's an exciting time if you are just turning in. It is. I've just hit 1,000 followers, but not only that, but I also have the 100th biscuit review starting happening today in about 10 minutes. We've reviewed 100 biscuits by the end of the day, and also a very special guest. It's David Braben. He's going to come on and review a biscuit with me, which sounds like the most mad thing in the world. But I get to do it with such lovely, lovely, amazing people. Thank you. So, I'm good. Ice cream confirmed. Bo Marriott, is there a stream tonight? Of course, says Bo Marriott. Yeah, we've got a Planet Coaster stream as well tonight as well. YouTube.com/Planet Coaster/live to see us stream tonight at 7 PM. I think I'm jumping on there. I don't know if that's confirmed yet. We'll talk about it afterwards. Oh my God, Ed, you just said that you want to eat 1,000 ice creams. That's true. I don't. And maybe I won't, because it would be bad for my health, and also the diagnosis of diabetes has increased in this country by 60% since 1972. So I think it's very important. There's just some facts there for you that I read earlier on a random website, so it's probably not even true. Basically, I don't want to get diabetes. Did my host work? Thank you so much, Mad Emu. Very, very kind of you. Do stick around. I'll be doing another tweet in a minute. Why would Ed meet us at Iceland? At Iceland specifically, because it's very cheap ice creams. We'll just go there and I'll buy just a one-off 1,000. We'll have an ice cream party. God, it's going to be mad. Zach is in the chat. Zach Antonacci at Frontier Dev. Do say hello to Frontier Dev. That's Zach Antonacci behind the helm there. Can we put that on the community budget, please? That's not true. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, it's too. Oh God. Yeah. We made David wear the green screen jumper. No, he is not going to be wearing any green screen jumpers. Please don't mention that in the chat. Please. Not sure he'll love that one. Great. Aladdin saying hi, FDev. What's he saying? Has he said something? Has he agreed that yet? See you later, today designer. You're going to miss David. You're going to miss the 100 biscuit review. Heartbreaking. But also, you know, you've probably got important things to do, so that's fine. Uncle Steve says nothing but the Maxibon. Maracas. Yeah. All right. So let's celebrate again when I hit 100,000 followers next, right? If I get to 100,000 followers, I'll buy everybody in the chat. What should the next thing be? So it's an ice cream at 1,000. What's the escalation of that? 100,000. In terms of times it by 100, so it would have to be something to the value of £300. So I will buy you all a PS4. if I ever make 100,000 followers, I will buy everybody in the chat a PlayStation 4. This is a bribery. I think it's just bribery. But thanks anyway, guys, for helping me reach 1,000 followers. That's awesome. Really cool. You don't expect that because it is just a little silly lunchtime live stream. Your phone has to be amputated. It's not a problem. Ask David B when he's on. I'm not going to ask David B. A car, a Ferrari. Yeah, that'll be my 1,000th episode. Oof, God, times this by 10. Torin C says, does ice cream still count if it comes to the FD HQ and hug the windows? No. If you turn up to the FDev HQ, you will be forcibly removed from the premises by the Science Park security. Unless you've been invited, then you will be, of course, let in. And yes, I will provide an ice cream at that point. No thanks, you'll take an Xbox One. You can't be picky about it. It's PS4 on out, mate. PS4 on out. All right, goes and writes a bot program for 100,000 followers. Please don't do that either, because that would just be disingenuous and probably get my account deleted or something. I don't know. If it's a pyramid scheme, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing the opposite of what a pyramid is. It's called generosity, all right? It's called generosity. Invite us, all right, Alan saying, well, maybe some other time. You're all invited. No, that's not, don't take that as my word. That's not true. All right, fantastic. Well, thank you, everybody, for the follows, and thank you everyone for sticking around. We've only got 5 more minutes until today's biscuit review, which is super awesome. What if you get someone get a job there? Will it still be kicked? Yes. If you get a job there and you hug any windows, you'll probably get fired for not doing your job, unless you are hired as a window hugger, which doesn't exist as a job, or it's not a profession. I did my master's degree in window hugging. I actually got a distinction at the University of Cambridgeshire in Oxford. It's very good. Did a lot of punting when I was there as well. 5 minutes into the review, be good, everyone. Everybody, be good. Get your questions ready if you do want to ask David some questions. He will be here, mainly to review the biscuits. But of course, I'm sure that we'll get a couple minutes where we can squeeze in some questions unrelated to Elite Dangerous. Let's keep things biscuit related or just fun times related. Ask him some personal questions. Don't ask any personal questions. You can ask personal questions, just keep them, you know, reasonable as to ask a CEO of a business. You know, be good, be well behaved. Megan says, you're a beautiful man, lad. Thank you very much, Mega Jane. That's very kind of you to say. I mean, some would disagree. Is he wearing a green jumper? No, he's not going to wear a green screen jumper today. Just tell security Edward Lewis invited you. Don't do that, because I will get forcibly removed from the premises as well at that point, and we don't want that. Be well behaved. Hashtag be well behaved. All right. Okay. Well, it's 3 minutes to. How many more jumps we got, and then we'll check We'll see if we can squeeze in a couple more jumps, and then we'll check and see how far we've made it today. See if we're approaching that 8,000 light year mark. Oh, it's just a series of celebrations happening here on these live streams today. Whoa. Megatony, good morning again, friends. Hey, Megatony, guess what? We just hit 1,000 followers, and you were one of them beforehand. So that means you, sir, get an ice cream if you ever meet me in person. Can we get David a shout out for the mug? I'm sure we can ask him if he wants to do that. It depends on what mug he's bringing along. I don't know what mug he's bringing. I think he's going to be hard to please biscuit-wise as well. But then actually, he likes a commoner's biscuit. Is David Braven? He likes, if you can call them that, which I just did. He likes a, you know. I can't even carry on this sentence. What is a commoner's biscuit? Jesus, somebody else finish that sentence for me. Ed, you do realise that you offered to spend 30 million on PS4s? Yep, that's fine. Fine, if I can do the ice cream thing, I can spend 30 million on PS4s. By the point that I can spend 30 million on PS4s, If I can do that, I will do it. All right, that's it. And I'll give the money to charity instead or something. I don't know. If I can ever make 30 million in my life, I will buy 100,000 PS4s for struggling countries, and I'll pack them full of food, bags of rice. I don't know. Oh, David is here. So just give me a moment. I'm going to go to the back soon screen, guys, because we're going to get our tea and biscuits ready. I'll see you in a second. Are you going to sneak in? You're going to quickly sneak in. There he is.
There you go.
It's Dave Raymond. All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes' time.
I got my coffee already.
We're back in 2 minutes' time, guys.
Okay.
It is, what time is it? Oh, it's roughly quarter to. That was very quick. Wednesday the 26th of October, and that can mean only one thing, that it's time for today's Biscuit review with me. It is your host, Edward C. Lewis, and I'm joined by a very, very, very special guest for today's Biscuit review. So, David...
Sorry, what a great background.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ed.
Cheers. Let's first of all, you got your pie mug there. Hello, Mr. Braben, says everyone in the chat. Please do throw up your hands in the air for David Braben here, for joining me today. It is an absolute pleasure. So we've got our tea, David. We've got
coffee.
We've got you. So have you got your coffee?
I got my coffee.
Is
yes.
is coffee suitable for dunking?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
it's better.
right. It's better for dunking. Well, I mean, that's a controversial thing to say on the Biscuit review stream, but that's fine. So it is. What would you say is your favourite biscuit? I think that you're a bit of a connoisseur of biscuits, I would say.
Well, I like the oaty ones.
You like an oaty biscuit?
Yes, I like those. The trouble is, ones I do like the sweet ones as well, like the chocolate digestives, but they're. I suffer biscuit retention a little bit, so I'm trying to cut down. On the calories.
So you've got to be careful about which biscuits you choose, because.
But I like the oaty ones because they're still just as tasty, and they're probably much better for me.
Fantastic. All right, so on the Biscuit review stream, I'm kind of a bit nervous about this because...
Oh, I do like hobnobs as well.
Hobnobs for the win, exactly. So the thing about Biscuit, the Biscuit review is that we...
It is surreal, yes, Mr. Titus Balls.
It is a bit strange. You've joined me at a very opportune moment. I've actually just reached 1,000 followers on my Twitch channel as well.
Oh, as well. Really nice. Oh, and congratulations on the 100 biscuit thing.
Oh, on the 100 biscuits. Well, I mean, who else to bring along other than the CEO of the company that you work at to do the biscuit on the Biscuit review, right? All right, so David, thank you for being a good sport. We've got our biscuits here, but we'll reveal what they are in a second. We've got our cups of tea or coffee, respectfully. Yep. And there's one more thing that we don't have. I can't. What do we need now?
Oh yes. Apparently, we need a spreadsheet.
A spreadsheet. All right. This is the thing I'm nervous about because I think you're going to look at this spreadsheet, and I think you're going to be very disappointed in my spreadsheet management. This is my biscuit review spreadsheet. You can see 100 biscuits on there, and they can see it behind our heads on here as well. Look.
Yes.
They can see it up there on the screen. And this is the reason why it says 100 is because the top column is the top row is name, appearance, taste, texture, durability, dunkability, post-dunk taste, satisfaction, moorishness, and then a total. So what we'll do is we'll go through it and we'll make decisions. We'll hold up for the camera in certain ways. So today's.
What if we disagree?
We have to find somewhere in the middle. However. I've got to say, I'm willing to bow to your...
But you're the expert.
That's true, I've done 100, but right. I don't know. It's a beautiful spreadsheet. It might not be scientifically accurate.
I've not heard of half of these biscuits.
Oh, I mean, you will have heard of the
Pillsbury
digestive.
mini snickerdoodle cookies.
They're from America, yeah. You've got so many sent in from all over the world from different people.
Yeah.
M&S Dutch shortcake. We've got the Sainsbury's Customer Cream. Right at the top, we've got the Fortnum and Mason strawberry and cream afternoon tea biscuit, which was just fantastic.
Sounds fancy.
And then the Keebler Chips Deluxe bite-sized rainbow M&M minis, which is another American one. And then a homemade biscuit in third place. Right down at the bottom, we have the Marinella Canelitas, which is another American biscuit. The Kent and Fraser gluten-free fig and hazelnut crunchy cookies. And the Asda Bourbon was very low. That was done at a live show at LaveCon. And the community, everyone sat together and we all had bourbons. And I got people to shout out, and I took an average. And they were
So
brutal.
is there a sublift of just the different bourbons? Bourbon biscuits?
So there should be.
Because we've got Sainsbury's bourbons.
Yeah, I think I've done Sainsbury's. Maybe I haven't done Sainsbury's yet. I've done Asda Custard Cream as well. I mean, we'll get around to it eventually. You know, there's always new biscuits.
We're not on the BBC, so we
of it.
don't have to say there are other suppliers of biscuits.
But there are, just in case they get angry. Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much. Right, today's biscuit is this amazing thing. Now, this was sent in by Shaneri Renali, who will be definitely saying hello. Dave is trying to be polite about my spreadsheet, he says. Here we go. We've got this fantastic Chocolossus biscuits done by Fortnum and Mason.
Which is very, very, very fancy.
Look at that golden, delightful, amazing tube of biscuits there. These, I think they're £20 for a tube of these things. So thank you so much, Shan, for sending those in.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's amazing. And
so I daren't vote them down.
Yeah, no. But sadly, as everybody at home knows, watching this, who is a regular to these streams, there's no points for packaging, unfortunately. But if there was,
well, that's the sort of packaging you just feel you can't throw away.
Look at that! It's got the lid.
No!
What's going on there?
Oh, it's hollow.
It's hollow, but it's like...
It feels like there should be a surprise in the lid.
A surprise biscuit, like a golden ticket.
Oh,
that's
the lid's glued in, I think,
that's
unless it screws.
So here we go. You ready? Look at these, and they're all... Oh, there's...
Blimey!
Individual packets within. They're very chunky.
Oh, so they do look calorific.
Let's have a look on here. It says that these are chocolate-covered dark chocolate and
Macadamia
nut biscuits. Our original dark chocolate macadamia nut biscuits have long been a dusty, buttery favourite. What if we were to let them grow to their full size, then cover them in yet more chocolate? That's what's in this tin.
I open them then?
Get them opened. And what we need to do is write down what they are. They're called the Fortnum and Mason. Where do you think they're going to sit? How do you feel about this?
Oh, I think they're going to be high up the list. Look at that. What you should be doing is up the list per calorie or per pound.
I'm not going to do that for
There you see. Look, don't they look great? Look how thick they are.
Chocolossus biscuits.
Yeah.
All right, let's have it. So what we'll do is we'll show one up each. If you grab one, I don't want to. Oh my god! And we'll show it up to the camera.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's very heavy. And so you can see for sort of uniformity there. That
it's very nice.
They're clearly. Do you think they're handmade, like properly, or do you think they'll be factory?
I'm sure they are handmade in some degree, given the fanciness.
What do you think of the way that they look, though? The Fortnum and Mason, the ones that are at the top currently, had like 2 layers and cream in the middle, a little strawberry on top, and look really lovely. These are a bit sort of. They look a little bit like they look appealing, but they're not.
Are we allowed to taste it first?
No, so you have to go by its appearance straight out of 10. What do you think?
Just straight appearance?
Straight appearance out of 10.
Ooh. I don't know. 7?
I was actually going to be a little harsh and go for a 6. But I think...
They do look good.
All right, no, you're happy about that. 7, I can see where this biscuit review is going to go. All right, now you can taste it. Let's go for it. No, it's great. It's fantastic.
Taste it without dipping it?
Yeah. Cross section.
Very nice. A lot of chocolate.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
I was sort of expecting it to have layers.
It kind of does. You've got the dark chocolate very thick on the top and the outer shell.
It is.
Oh, that's good though. If you want to place it down on the table.
Not an ideal for dunking.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
All right. The chocolate's going to melt.
Do you feel... I feel like it's the right level of dark chocolate. It's not too bitter. It's not overwhelming as well.
Well, I should say I actually do like very dark chocolate.
Okay.
So I like the bitter chocolate. It's not too bitter. But I think it's very nice. Very nice.
I think it's a lovely... I don't have anything to specifically say about it.
If anything, it could do with being a bit more bitter.
Oh. So for me, I think it hits that note perfectly. And the texture is separate from taste. So you're talking about taste specifically here.
Specifically taste, yes.
It's not
the texture is nice because there's a contrast between the chocolate and the biscuit bit, and then the other bit of chocolate.
They've absolutely nailed that. Oh, Ed comes in my bit apparently. Okay, I'm gonna go. You can go into the points as well. It can go like 3.4.
I'm not. Oh no, I don't have enough experience to know where to start on the point scale.
I think it's a 9. It's very high. It's very, very good. But
for the taste, you mean, or for the texture?
For the taste. Oh, you prefer the texture over the taste?
No. The taste's really good.
I love how seriously you're taking this.
8 or 9.
8 or 9. Oh, I actually do still have crumbs in my beard, apparently. I don't know. 8 or 9. I'm going to go for a 9.
Yeah, all right.
Texture. Out of 10.
7.
No, you said 8 or 9, so I'm actually going to go for an 8.5. Somewhere in the middle. 7 on the texture. You seem to really appreciate
only
that.
Because I think it's good, but it's trying to think of other biscuits when you've got there's more contrast in the texture somehow. Because it's mostly the chocolate, so there's not a lot of texture in the chocolate because it melts quite quickly.
I agree, it melts quite quickly, and actually I thought that the top bar of chocolate overpowered the biscuit a little bit in terms of the texture. I didn't really get that much crunch out of it.
Okay.
It was really good though.
So what does the expert say for texture?
I'm going to agree with you on 7.
Okay.
The expert just agrees. Durability is basically how many crumbs are left around afterwards. It's just
I didn't have any crumbs.
Yeah, well, I often get laughed at by the guests when I usually have lots of crumbs, but today I don't. So that has to be like a
apart from
10, right?
Well, I didn't see the ones in your beard.
Apart from the crumbs in your beard, yeah. No, I'm going to go for nothing's perfect.
Yep.
So a 9.5.
I'm going to have another bite.
And now is a dunkability.
9.6. We're being super scientific now.
Yeah, it's all right. So this is where we're going to do dunkability, all right? So what we do here with dunkability is we hold it in for 3 seconds and then we bring it out.
Okay.
Did you really enjoy it that second time?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a lovely biscuit.
So what in
1, 2, 3, and reveal. I'm going to show it up to the camera to show you how it's handled that.
So it's partially melted on the surface.
Yeah.
And then I taste it straight away. It's dripping coffee.
Yeah, you can go for that. Go for that. So I'm going to go for a double dunk. 1, 2, 3 to see how much it can withstand. Triple dunk. It's holding up very, very well. It's a solid biscuit, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go in for a taste.
I think the problem is...
Wow.
Wow. Actually, unless I dunk it again, it doesn't dunk very well for me because the coffee hasn't gone into the biscuit at all.
You've got to hold it in for a very long time.
Yeah, but then the chocolate will all end up in
Melts.
the coffee. There's 5 seconds more. Although it is a different bit of the biscuit, so it's probably chances. And all that's happened is the chocolate it has gone into the biscuit this time.
Okay. I also didn't have any nuts, macadamia nuts, in the first few bites.
Oh, I've got a few.
And I got some.
They're
now.
quite small.
All right, that was very good. So dunkability is more about how it withstands the dunk. So obviously
it's bulletproof.
It's literally. But the post-dunk taste is really the important one in this aspect. What are you thinking?
I don't think the taste changed much.
It's literally exactly
very
the
little
same.
went in.
Yeah.
It was only on the surface.
Still great though, right?
It was yes, it was good. But well,
I think it was.
is it the? Well, you see, this is the science of what is the post-dunk taste, because
there is no science.
It tasted
David.
really
no
good.
Science.
The biscuit tasted really good to start with.
Yeah. Oh, it's.
And to be honest, it's not particularly changed. It tastes a little bit of coffee in the middle of it. That's it. So you're saying 8.5 because it's the same? Yeah, all right. I don't know. I don't think about these things. I'm just going to eat the biscuit.
So I'm finishing my... I don't want to talk with my mouth open on the live stream. Hi everybody, by the way. Thank you for coming along.
Well, there's going to be pictures on YouTube with that mouth open stuff with chocolate and dirty teeth.
Yeah, apparently I need to lick my teeth. All right, so satisfaction is throwing science to the wind. You know how we've already done that? It was quite a lot. We're going to do that even more now.
I think it's on the wind already.
It's nowhere near the wind. It's been blown off a long time ago. How do you feel overall about the biscuit? Like, just your emotional feeling about the biscuit.
Oh, it's really nice. Maybe I'm hard and callous, but I get terribly emotional about biscuits. Maybe I've not done it enough.
Don't take anything I ever say literally. Basically, how do you feel about it?
Oh, I like it. It's nice.
Yeah. So what would you give that emotional response you just had out of 10?
You mean calibrated for the fact it's a biscuit?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not expecting you to run away with the biscuit or anything.
Right. I still don't really know. I don't know. 7.
7. I liked it more than that. But I actually
go with yours because I don't know what I'm talking rubbish.
No. Well, no. That is what you have to do on this live stream, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me, it's not an 8 or a 9, and the reason why it's not an 8 or a 9 is I've done way worse things than I've dunked. Things have fallen into coffee cups and fallen out and splashed everywhere. It's been a whole mess. These 100 live streams. For me, it's actually quite rich. It's very filling.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing in a lot of way, but it might affect the moorishness. So how much do you want another 1 out of 10?
Ooh, 8.
See, okay. No,
9.
9. No, it's good. I agree.
I quite like another one.
Yeah, but it's filled me up a lot, though. I want another one in future down the line. I don't want another one immediately. And that's where you blur the lines of moorishness, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm going to go for a 9 anyway, because I think it deserves it. And that's where we have our total, which is 67...
Is that good? Does that put it at the top?
We might have a new... Oh, yeah, we do. We do.
We do.
And that wasn't planned either. No, there's no... Like, that seems a little bit too suspicious. I honestly, genuinely didn't... 67.4.
No, it's behind the strawberry and afternoon.
Oh, it is just! Oh, wow.
Look,
and I would agree. I would agree with that.
Number 2.
I would agree with that, though.
So what you're saying is you're well, firstly, Fortnum and Mason.
They do great biscuits.
Well, they're the only 2 Fortnum and Mason entries.
Yes.
But their strawberry and cream afternoon tea sounds pretty good.
I've
never
really
knowingly
good.
had one of those.
It was really good. I mean, look, 9.6 in the taste. And the 9.6 in the texture. The thing it went down is the dunkability, which didn't last very long in dunkability. But satisfaction was a huge loss. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's the problem with this. Oh yeah, teeth check.
No.
We're good. Style. Yes, perfect.
No, I just don't want to picture, the Ed Miliband eating the burger thing.
I think after everything that's happened since and in politics and things, I feel like we were a bit harsh on Ed Miliband at the time for his eating that bacon sandwich. Anyway.
I mean, that was one of many, many things.
Yeah, it all added up.
I think the Ed Stone was a bit... asking for trouble. Anyway, we're not supposed to talk about politics on these things.
Not on this live. Definitely not this biscuit
this is
one.
Science. And, just on the science today, I saw there was in the Independent there was a link to an article that scientists. I hate it when they say scientists. They did name there are two people who have discovered. Embarrassed, I can't
it's
remember
just
their
researchers,
names,
isn't it, rather than scientists?
Saying that they've seen alien life, and I was just hugely sceptical. I really wish people wouldn't make such claims without very, very, very strong evidence.
Yeah.
They have found some. The signals are slightly unusual, but I suspect it's some interesting thing. Anyway, I won't speculate what it is.
I won't be satisfied until they're down in our gardens.
This is true science here with the Biscuits.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Oh, you've made my day. I thought 1,000 followers would make my day, but no. David's saying that this is true science.
So
there you go.
Why is Tigarius saying we need Henry?
Okay. Henry. I can't get Henry.
I can't get Henry really quickly.
Is he here?
Millstone Barn. Well, I think that's almost certainly it. Yes.
Henry the Hoover's here, and he's here to, and he's actually.
Oh, I see. That's excellent.
Yeah, we just. But the thing is,
so, and I did say I had no crumbs, but on that last lot, I did make crumbs.
We'll work it out later. It's too noisy for now. But there you go. Henry is back, and he's making a return to the live stream with Henry Hoover for the desk. But
There's
David,
a green jumper somewhere. Would you be willing to put it on?
Don't put the green jumper on.
Is there one here?
I have a green jumper. That's not happening. Thanks, guys. Thanks for bringing that up. I told you to behave yourselves. All right. So, David.
Sorry, just an interesting point on the alien life, which is the thing that's they were scattered all around the sky. There were a few things that could arguably be pairs, but you would think if there were alien life and it were possible to travel between systems, there would be clusters of them together. So,
do you ever feel like you should do a live stream where you just talk about science fiction and science?
I'd love to. I did. I mean, what was the one? The thing that turned into a live stream where
with
Scott Manley in the pub. That was great.
Yeah. I know that he's interested in doing more chats with you as well. He has told me about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, for now, we must get back to work because it's 5 minutes past 2 and I have other things going lined up. But I will go to the back soon screen. So
thanks,
thank you, Dave.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And excellent. Thank you. An honour to be on this. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, honestly.
Thanks for the biscuit.
I'll be back in 1 minute's time, so give me just 1 second. And I'll just say goodbye to David and stuff. So back in a minute. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about that, hey? We had David himself, David Braben here, reviewing 100 Biscuit with us, which I thought was particularly special. So I want to say thank you, everybody, to be here in the chat, being with me, doing that, during probably one of the most ridiculous, bizarre things I'll ever do in my life. So thank you, everybody. You're all absolutely wonderful. I will be back on tomorrow at lunchtime. So that will be 1 p.m. BST. If you have just turned up or you don't know what any of this nonsense is, we do a daily live stream here at 1 p.m. BST, twitch.tv/Lewis, and I play Elite Dangerous for the first 45 minutes and then we do a Biscuit review. On Wednesdays I have Guest Wednesdays, and on Fridays I do a Bisquiz with my dad, Walter Neil Lewis. He comes on the stream and it's me versus you guys in a pub quiz style situation. It's very fun. He comes up on Skype in the corner. So do come along again if you've never been here before, and join in with these great guys here and in a chat. We're here every day or most days, and it's always really good fun. So thank you, everybody, for being awesome, and I will see you tomorrow or tonight on the Planet Coaster live stream, youtube.com/Planet Coaster. I'm not sure if I'm definitely on yet, but do go along to that anyway because Bo will be on there and it'll be awesome. Okay, see you soon, guys. Thanks again. Bye.